when harvesting fuel wood, you're going to want to make sure you have one of these. This helps you keep your chainsaw nice and sharp. Alright? Has arrows on this side telling you which way to sharpen, and then your actual chain has little lines showing which way you're going to go with your arrows. So you're going to do about the same amount, well, the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, other one, and keep going. So there are usually some colors right here. There's usually one link that has a color. This one's gonna be green. So I like to start right above the color. That way when you turn it around, or when you cycle through it, you know that you've already sharpened the one above the color. So here's my color, it's green, and this line goes this way, okay? And this line goes this way. So each tooth has a line, right? You're gonna go or with the line. And if you're wondering which way you gotta go, just look at your little diagram on these and it'll show you. So this one has the arrow going this way. So when the line is facing this way, you're going to go down. And when the line is facing this way, you're going to go up. So the one above the green has a line going this way. Okay, so I just look at my little diagram on this thing. And it says, make sure you're okay. Alright. And my arrow's this way, and my line is that way as well, above the green. And I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3. And then other side, make sure your arrow's correct, make sure your diagram's correct. And you just keep going. Up and down. So right here's your little diagram, and you can see this little arrow right here. This is your chainsaw, this is your arrow, and this is showing you that it's going this way. So if you look just right above, it's saying to be on this one. There's a little line right here. There's a little line right here, right? And you just go up. So that arrow is telling you to go up with the slant like this, matching slant right here. Here, another arrow right here. So I'm on one with that type of slant. Okay, so then you just match that up right in there, and you're just gonna go up. Okay, these arrows. So you're not gonna go like this. You're just gonna go up and up. Okay, and then I flip it because this one is now facing the other way. Okay, then you look at your slant. Let's see. You look at your slant right here, goes up this way, and your arrow goes up this way. Okay, and you just go shoof, shoof, shoof. So then I flip it, and then you just keep going. So I'm 2 down. I'm right here. Gotta make sure it's the right way. Okay, I double check my slant, and I double check my arrow, and then you can see right here, it should fit just nicely. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, and keep going. Okay. And that'll give you a better, safer cut. Nothing's more dangerous than a dull knife. Same with a chainsaw. You don't want a dull chainsaw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ancestors, hear my plea. Help me fuck it up and make money. Pinch the one I just finished. Okay, and then I grab my some will be a little harder than others. That could be that your actual tooth caught onto something and might have bent a little more than others. I just finished that one. I grab it and I pull down to where I can't necessarily sharpen the one I just finished, this one, but I can sharpen this one. Okay, I grab it and I'm coming up to my color. So then I just kind of go right here. I watch. I see the one that I have is going this way. So then I know the next one is that way. So if I look away or whatever reason I need a drink of water, I know which one I left off. So let me show you real quick. Okay, so I grabbed this one, pulled it down. That means I'm on this one. And then, this one I gotta sharpen. I need to sharpen. And then here's my green. Right there. So you'll see your color. And like I said, I like to start just above the color. So I know I've sharpened this one because here is my green. And I only have these left to do. Doing a pretty good job. And then nothing's better than a beautiful dog who admires you and just watches you do your work patiently. What a sweetheart, huh? Yeah, so get yourself a dog. Makes every job a little bit easier. Because you have a happy little being there chilling with you, looking at you like you're the best thing in the world. Okay, so I had grabbed this one, pulled it down, and I know that my next one to sharpen is this next tooth. Alright. So, I'll show you. I notched some wood so that way I could put my chain, my saw, or my bar and chain into it. And then all of them should be sharpened. Once again, you got your green. I started above the green. And then you got your teeth. Huh? With your little marks. Barely see the marks, but they are there. See that little black mark right there? Excuse my nails, they're nasty. So, boop, boop, boop. That means to shh, 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 shh. Always important to stay hydrated because working out in the sun and all that heavy lifting can. You sure? Okay.